So she uses the orca to lure. Boston's evacuated. She uses the orca to lure Ghidorah and Rodan up there away from Washington, D.C. So she does that, causes all the other Titans to stop what they are doing. And Ghidorah is pissed. So Ghidorah decides, you know what? We're going to go up. I've had enough of this shit. We're going to go out there and we're going to fucking end it now. And he brings a Starscream with him. So they go down there. Crashes there, trashes the speakers, trashes the orca because the kid threw the orca underneath him, and is just about to kill the kid when a souped-up Godzilla blasts it. It kind of sounds weird saying blasts him, considering it's 3 different personalities, but whatever. That's also at this point that Monarch realizes it's like, and the big thing comes here. So they make a big thing of Godzilla coming in. It hits Godzilla, and then it's the entire Air Force from Monarchs coming in, and then they're doing exactly the same thing they did in the Antarctic, being useless, and just pummeling Ghidorah with missiles that don't work. This missile and that missile doesn't work. Shoot them, doesn't work. They're going down there to try to get the father and the daughter up there. The father is trying to get the daughter, but they can't find the daughter. And then the plane explodes because there's 2 giant monsters now fighting it out. And then 4, because Mothra shows up, sprays her webbing on Ghidorah, giving Godzilla a chance, and so they recuperate and crash Ghidorah through a building, almost like putting someone through a stairs, through a table, and then Rodan comes and swoops in and attacks Mothra. So now you have 4 friggin' monsters fighting. You got military vehicles flying all over the damn place. Mass chaos. And guess what keeps falling? And it ain't the monsters. Well, yeah, it is the monsters, but they're usually taking about 2 or 3 of the friggin' military planes with them. So it's like, Then, right after that, they do eventually find the kid who was hiding out in their old house in Boston. They decide, and this was also after they found the busted up orca in Fenway Park. So you got 2 monsters fighting. Ghidorah is just, despite the fact that Godzilla's about to go thermonuclear, Ghidorah's still whooping his ass. Rodan and Mothra are basically in a mixed bout, which isn't going about as well as you can expect, until Rodan pins her against the building, which she eventually is able to use her pincers to just knock him down, but again he flies back up and then crashes back into her, at which point he then just decides, fuck this, and stabs him in the shoulder. He falls and she takes off. And Ghidorah picks up. This is where it's like, okay, how did this just not destroy cause the entire place to go into a full crater? Because Ghidorah picks up Godzilla, takes him all the way up into the stratosphere, and then just drops him. Just drops him like a bad habit. Like, you got this giant fireball of lizard come flying, dropping down, crashes into the friggin' middle of the city, and doesn't even leave a crater. How the fuck did he not leave a crater? How many tons does he weigh, and he didn't leave a damn crater? Fuck you. Oh, God. So Mothra tries to save Godzilla, and Ghidorah ends up blasting her, but it was all a big trick, because by blasting her, she exploded and pollinated Godzilla. We'll go with that. She dusted Godzilla. She ended up dusting Godzilla because she got blown up. Okay. So, that happened. And then, had lots of end-ends. So, Ghidorah has this bright idea. Because Ghidorah, one thing I didn't mention, Ghidorah is able to absorb energy. So, like, to fire off a massive electrical charge that knocked Godzilla on his ass earlier, one of the heads came down, bit into an electric pole, and absorbed all that energy. So, yeah, you got that. And then, so after the whole mess with Mothra, all three heads start snaking across the ground. Obviously, they're snaking while the body's he's crawling, because I gotta say, at this point, I gotta make mention, because I didn't mention it earlier. I love the design of this. I love his design in this. I love Mothra's redesign. Rodan and Godzilla are basically Rodan and Godzilla. A little bit thicker, but it's Rodan and Godzilla. And I'm pretty sure, compared to the suited version, this Ghidorah is a lot slimmer, more of a dragon. He's got talons on his. He doesn't have arms, but his arms are basically his wings, just like Rodan, which I like. Which I do like that better than they're just there flapping in the back. I will say, I don't think he ever uses the tails much. Or if he did, I just don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, he's crawling. He uses his wings to pull himself and stuff, because they got there's claws on them. He's more, his wings are more like a bat. So if you go like that. So he he wraps up Godzilla and bites into him and starts absorbing the energy. Well, the family's able to decide they need to save Godzilla, so they get the Orca working and put out the not the apex, the alpha signal, which again pisses off Ghidorah, because he's the alpha, or that's how he believes himself. They eventually, so the father and the daughter get on to another plane that's taking off. The mother decides we need to keep him busy, so she gets into a car, puts the Orca in, and takes off. This is her big, redemption moment. So she's getting chased by Ghidorah, who eventually does knock over her car and is just about to kill her when he gets hit by another atomic breath. No, what does he? No. He just starts. He just like starts looking around like, wait a minute, what's wrong with this? Because now Godzilla is about to go thermonuclear. Everything's melting around him. Everything. Freaking awesome. And he blows up. Not like blows up, like a EMP of pure death just goes out. Knocks Ghidorah on his ass. He tries but he doesn't work this time. And oh my god, it is just he does it again. He blows up. Godzilla blows up again. Just incinerates his wing, Ghidorah's wings. Incinerates both heads. Yes. Sadly, Kevin is no more until the end credits. So yeah, the two heads are gone. The wings are gone. And Godzilla just stomps on Ghidorah's chest, and this time he blows up. Like, actually blows up. Oh, and the last scene we see of Ghidorah is Godzilla's bit his neck. Has his neck in his mouth. Ghidorah's head's like just breathing, trying to get away. And Godzilla just sends an atomic blast right up the neck and disintegrates it. The rest.
Oh yeah!
So, at the end, all the monsters gather in Boston. They all kind of look up in awe at their apex, at their alpha. Rodan comes swooping in, tries to be a badass. Godzilla just gives him a dirty look. He's like, oh, just bows. It was corny, but it was fun. It was a fun moment. And then the end credit scene. Now, remember how I said the earlier that Ghidorah's head got lopped off, and it was Kevin's head. Well, Kevin's head got fished up by a bunch of fishermen who are pissed off because now there's nothing to fish because all the fish are dead. Everything's dead. Nice going. Fuck it. And the terrorist group leader buys the head, which is, I think it's blinked. It's still alive. So, oh god, I love this movie. I love this movie so damn much. Oh man, I don't care what people say. This is my favorite of the three movies. I would definitely put Kong as my second and Godzilla my third. God. This is going to be a multi-part one. Jesus Christ. Oh man, I haven't done that in a while. Multi-part review. Yeah, this was just a fun movie. And from everything I'm hearing about from friends and online about Godzilla vs. Kong, it's going to be a fun movie to watch. So I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah, and I'll get into more about my feelings whether Godzilla vs. Kong will be that possibly being the last movie in the MonsterVerse, because Toho's like, oh, Godzilla's popularity is going up again, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, like I said, so thanks for watching this multi-episode old review. And I hope to see you in the next one.